let's say this is the easy one. Let's see how much I can get from this one. I feel very annoyed because most of the time, oh wait, hold on, I don't have time left. Let redo. What do you think is the most glamorous passion about technology? About technologists who led his company in international research, an ordinary weirdo who gained international fame through his work, and a photographer widely complimented for a series of photos. The question challenges traditional notions of glamour, suggesting it can be found in various professions, from scientific leadership to skills manual labor. So, glamorous biotechnologists, glamorous international. Who do you think is the most glamorous person? A biotechnologist who led his company in international research, an ordinary welder who gained international fame through his work, or a photographer widely complimented for a series of photos? This question challenges traditional notions of glamour, suggesting it can be found in various professions, from scientific leadership to skilled manual labor. It's at easy level, but I feel like there are quite a lot of big words. Let's see. I guess I just got oral fluency. What do you think is the most glamorous person about? The problem is that whenever I speak so fast, then I try to, swallow my tongue. I don't know how to describe in English, but like I'm gonna mess up if I try to speak so fast. Most of the time, I speak like without control, without being controlled, and most of people don't hear me well. And I heard that in speaking, PT speaking, we don't necessarily have to speak too fast. But whenever I speak with a normal speed, to make sure that I get as much as possible. I mean, to make sure that every single word can be correct as much as possible. Then I got oral fluency, like just 2 out of 5 or 3 out of 5. And I remember some of the last example when I just speak so fast, some of the words I didn't even speak correctly, and then I got oral fluency like 5 out of 5. So I don't really understand the category of this shit. But basically the content is hard to get if the oral fluency if the oral fluency is easier to get, then I can just speak so fast. Let me try one more time. I'm gonna take screenshot of this one and later ask chat no, not ChatGPT, cloud code my body. Let's do it one more time. Where's my water? I think I'm gonna do about another 3 examples. So each day I'm gonna warm up my learning session with some example from PT first, and then go back to coding. Because to be honest, today I have no feeling for coding project, so I try to carry through it. Let's warm up with PT first. Who do you think is the most glamorous person? A biotechnologist who led his company in international research, an ordinary welder who gained international fame through his work, or a photographer writer complimented. What is complimented? What does it mean? Thợ hàn nào weirder. Còn complimented là khen, complimented được khen ngợi. Wally compliment. Who do you think is the most glamorous person about technologists who led his company in international research, or honorary welder who gained international fame through his work, or a photographer widely complimented for a series of photos? This question challenges traditional notions of glamour, suggesting it can be found in various professions, from scientific leadership to skilled neighbor worker. You see, whenever I try to speak so fast, I'm gonna mess up something. Anyway, let's see. I mean, I don't feel satisfied with this with this attempt, but I'm just curious how the system, I mean, in this platform. Oh, okay, oral fluency. Let's do it one more time. I just wanna test and show that the oral fluency in this test in this platform a little bit weird. So let me try one more time. I think I got I think I got the answer for myself. I just try to test one more time, but I'm gonna share the strategy that I will use for myself. Just a second. What do you think is the most glamorous person about technologists who led his company in international research, or research? An ordinary welder who gained international fame through his work, or photographer widely complimented. I have to read every single word clearly, otherwise I'm gonna, swallow my tongue again. Question challenges traditional notion of glamour, suggesting it can be found in various professions, from scientific leadership to skilled manual. Who do you think is the most glamorous person about technologists who led his company in international international research, international, so five syllable, okay? Biotechnology, six syllable. Glamorous, three syllable. Whenever I have to deal with like kind of a word, a long word with many syllables, like longer than three syllables, then I'm gonna mess it up. My tongue is like shame on me. Let's do it again. Who do you think is the most glamorous person? Who do you think is the most glamorous person? A biotechnologist who led his company in international research, an ordinary welder who gained international fame through his work, or a photographer widely complimented for a series of photos? This question challenges traditional notions of glamour, suggesting it can be found in various professions, from scientific leadership to skilled manual labor. I'm not sure if I'm good or not, but I think I'm quite happy with this one. Even it got low score, because I figured out like whenever I kinda try to speak slow, control my flow. Oh, okay. So now I think I understand. The oral fluency is like basically it should have a rhythm. It's not just try to make it so fast. Most. I just noticed that this platform, they integrated the what they call the phonetic. Oh, I love it. Professions. What is this shit? No, this work. I'm sorry. The welder. To be honest, I don't know this word.
Welder.
Welder, thợ I heard it is thợ, so let me save it here into my list. welder, like welder, weltier, welder. Okay, metal worker, iron worker. Initially, I used to complain about this platform. Not complain, but I thought it's not as, you know, like it's not as expected. But then now I realize that it has some kind of feature that I have to really say that it's very helpful for me. I didn't notice this shit. This one. Sorry. Glamorous. You got glamorous. How come they recognize I said glamorous and then I said glamorous? Is it just glamorous? Glamorous person. I can do translation here. It is also one of the other features that I like from this platform is that they have translation. So it's basically when we hit that button, it's gonna say like pop up this translation, which is interesting. Oh, like it has, I think it has Google Translation integrated here, and then you just send this one to the backend, and then it's return this result and display in the pop-up. Who do you think the most glamorous person about technologies? Who led his company in international research, an artillery welder who gained international fame through his work, or a photographer widely complimented for serial photos? This question challenges traditional notions of glamour. So glamorous, it just doesn't have O here, but glamour is kind of a noun of glamorous, of glamour, glamour. How they pronounce? Suggesting it can be found in various professions, from scientific leadership to skilled manual labor. I still have problem whenever I have to pronounce, the word with kind of ending by ed, ending with ed, not by ed. I think so. Let me. I'm not sure if I cannot. Oh, okay, good design. So it's allowed to close the pop-up if we navigate the mouse over elsewhere. I just need to check again this one, glamour. So the same glamour, glamorous. All right. Two more. Hard. Oh my god, just short but it's hard. In the photo, the white car's huge paws are clamped onto the side of the white safari jet, in which Chapel is a passenger, almost as tall as a jeep on her hind legs. She appears to be forcing her muzzle into the back window. I mean, I cannot do it in the exam, but whenever I see the translation, it help me to remember deeper. In the photo, let's do it again. I feel I just need to drink water again. Just speak less than 5 minutes, and I feel like I need to drink hot water twice. What's wrong with me? In the photo, the white car's huge paws are clamped onto the side of the white safari jet, in which Chapel is a passenger. Almost as tall as the jet on her hind legs, she appears to be forcing her muzzle into the back window. I don't know why is it hard level. Maybe because some of the word is kind of news, and we have to pronounce it like the word with ending s. For example, I'm not sure. I don't think what I just said makes sense, but let's see. Oh, this time I got oral fluency 5 out of 5. The rhythm is 5, but pronunciation is like get half, less than half. Wait some you see, if we notice, if we look at this one, the green one appears, the green ones appear more than the red one, right? Which is I have the number of correct words more than wrong ones, but I don't know why. Let me ask Claude Code about this. What is help? I am testing myself with a PT speaking exam, and I just don't know the scoring system here. Teach me more about the scoring here, the 3 categories showing in the screen, and give me some tips and tricks that I should follow in this case. One of the problem for myself is that whenever I try to speak fast, I can, but in under the exam environment, and I told you I have PGIT, so ADIT, not P, AGIT, forget it. Then I will tend to mess up. That's why I told myself to speak like a little bit slower, so I don't mess up any word with kind of like more than 3 syllables, the long words. The long words. Now I have ADHD, PGE exam. Actually, I think we should use a negative 10 form here shown in the screen. No, in the screen, give me some. Okay. Exam condition. Okay, let's doesn't matter. So, because I do self like PTE self studying, I think I better have a kind of someone guide me through this. Either I might have to learn from YouTube, but because I upload the YouTube site today already, it's way too much of my time. So I think I decided to dive deep with Claude, and then I'm gonna ask my husband. Maybe when two of us doing together, we have more motivations, because it's always good whenever being competitive, whenever put in competition. If answering here language point to fix this pattern, job words are repeated words matter for your speaking exam too, so it's worth noticing. I just know scoring system here. I want to know about the scoring system. Teach me more about it. Yeah, I mean, what I mean is just basically short like this, but I don't know why. Whenever I talk to AI, I just made it very long and really kind of like rambling style. I just want to know. Okay, want something. and then just directly tell about the request. That's it. One of the problems for me or of myself. So myself is a correct when subject acts on itself, for example, myself. But oh yeah, I learned a lot from even very small kind of a wrong choice, word like this. I add my AI to help me point out every single word that even when I ask them in a request. Because I know, like, I mean, they understand, yes, but I still want to learn from the request itself. Under the exam environment, in the exam environment. Why? I think under is not so bad here. It sounds natural, isn't it? No? Under the exam environment, in the exam environment. I tend to mess up. Yeah, to speak. So fluency about rhythm, not speed. Think of it like walking versus running. Fluency isn't about running fast. It's about walking with a smooth, even stride instead of stopping and starting. Score a check, smooth, connected speech without long pauses or repeated words or restarts. Appropriate phrasing, grouping words into natural chunks. Okay, look at your transcript. About many. So corrections restarts. Every restart breaks a rhythm. Mm-mm. Pronunciation is individual sound word straight clear enough to understand. I don't think I have words straight clear enough. Your speed concern. Here's important reframe. Your problem isn't speed, is inconsistency. Yes. The patient PDF itself says to speak at a normal pace and volume as if talking in the phone, not fast, not artificially slow. When you deliberately slow down to avoid mistake, you often create a different problem, unnatural, hesitant rhythm, which fluency scoring punishes just as much as going too fast or stumbling. Oh, the word that I want to tell myself is stumbling. A better fix for the related mid-sentence mess up. Instead of throwing every word evenly, practice speaking in short phrase chunks, 3 to 5 words with a tiny natural pause as a junk battery, like how you naturally pause at a comma. This gives you if it, this keeps your brain a small reset point without breaking overall rhythm, and it's matches how fluent speaker actually pay themselves. Okay, think through before we play this. In the sample answer, you got score. 3 of your 6 errors were long, complex words. You swapped mid-sentence, suggesting instead of suggest, profession instead of professions. Do you think those swap happened because you didn't know the right word? What Okay, so let's answer your question first. Um, I don't try to think about the fancier word or that I don't know that word. Those words are not new to me. I know it, but I don't know why, because my voice and many of my colleagues said it's kind of too soft. And whenever I speak something without really putting intention or stretching into it, and then people like kind of don't hear it well, and especially AI, they gonna miss transcribe it into kind of different words, just like how no, Claude normally does to me. So that the problem. And but I also have to say thank you for the other insight that you gave me, especially about the oral fluency. I understand now it's more about the rhythm, not the speed, and I'm gonna focus on this one, like little by little, step by step. Little by little, it could not hear me, because I'm in. Stretching it, not into it. Chance, chance grip. I will often. Okay. I open a, of course, it's not easy. So I am just at the very beginning, and I have to be aware that I have a lot to do and practice and learn. Let's do the correction step first, then dig into what you found. Grammar fixing, I don't try to think about the fancier word, or I'm not trying to reach for a fancier word or one I don't know. Why? Why have to you? I'm not trying. I don't try. It's okay. Maybe it talk about the tendency of us, the words, those words. I mean, my voice, as many of my colleges mentioned. Here, I want to use a s, not add, without really putting in intention, without really putting emphasis or straight. Mistranscribe. That's you. Okay, so this one I should tend to use the do to me, not with me. So like something negative, then again you do with me is neutral. Okay. Oh yep. Then you just notice it is more important than the fluency point from last time. Let me correct it properly. You said you know the words, but your voice too soft. It's too soft, and people mishear you. That's not really a vocabulary problem or even a fluency problem. There's a pronunciation stress problem. And PT pronunciation score is not just about making the right sounds. It also scores word stress, whether you push enough weight on the important syllable in the word, so a listener or AI engine can lock onto it clearly. Yes. Think of a word like a sentence in bold and normal text mixed together. Develop is the middle syllable needs to be louder, longer, higher than the others. I know it, bro. Because economic itself is scored by AI speed engine, not human, so the exact thing you noticed just now, AI may transcribe me when I speak softly, it's not a side issue. It's a slight preview of what will happen in your actual exam, and that gives you a generally useful practice trick. You cloud voice input or any transcription app as a private or RSI testing tool. You know, biotechnologies complemented professions. Alright, let me practice those three words. Biotechnologies complemented professions. Okay, I the first word is not pronounced correctly. Let me try again. Biotechnologist. Okay, yes, it's correct now. Okay, I mean, sometimes I try to, not sometimes, most of the time, whenever I use AI, I will use the voice input function. But the problem is that many of the AI now, they try to bring a better user experience, I believe. So whenever a user talk to AI using voice input, AI tend to kind of using the context to fix the speaking itself already. So many times, for example, if I use ChatGPT, I'm not sure if it understands me so well or what, but most of the time the transcription from ChatGPT is better than um, Claude code, Cloud, Claude, Claude, Cloud. Okay, Claude. Oh, good. Um, and also I used the voice input with Google Gemini as well. It was pretty well too. So which mean I mean sometimes I cannot trust AI because it already fixed my speaking a little bit based on the context. It was trained to do it. I think back to the point. Um, for example, whenever you fix my speaking turns or my request, for example, right? Um, like the first sentence when I said I don't try to think about fancier word. Think about the fancier words. You fix it to be. You fixed it. You fixed my speaking to be I am not trying to reach for a fancier word. fancier. Okay, I mean, I need to understand why we tend to use, you know, verb in this case instead of the simple tense. Is this because we are trying to describe about our intention, and then we should use the verb in this case? The verb the verb in this case. To think about và anh muốn nói với cả thế giới anh chỉ có nào. Let me try one more time. I'm not sure if I can make it better, but let's see. Maybe I should hear the answer from them. Let's see
In the
how
photo, the wild cat's huge paws are clamped onto the side of the white safari jeep
Paws is
in which
clamped.
Chapel is a passenger,
Paws.
almost as tall as the jeep on her hind legs. She
Jeep on
appears
her
to be
hind-
forcing her muzzle into the back
high
window.
legs. To be forcing her muzzle into the back window. In the photo, the white cat's huge paws are clamped into the side of the white safari jeep in which Chapel is a passenger, almost as tall as the jeep on her hind legs. She appears to be forcing her muzzle into the back window. Not sure it's good, but maybe it's a little bit better. Oh ho ho! It is a lot worse. In the photo, the white cat's huge paws are clamped onto the side. Clamp onto the side of the wildcat's huge paws are clamped onto clamped onto the side. I don't say side of the white safari jeep, not jeep, in which chapel, not chapel, huh? Wait some
In the photo, the wild cat's huge paws are clamped onto the side of the white safari jeep in which Chapel is a passenger, almost as tall as the jeep on her hind legs. She appears to be forcing her muzzle into the back window in which Chapel is a passenger, almost white safari jeep in which Chapel is a passenger, almost as tall as the jeep on her hind legs. She appears to be forcing her muzzle into the back window.
They call safari jeep, not safari, safari jeep. So this word safari jeep, like it's they obviously, this guy, the speaker, they connect these two words and they just pronounce safari jeep. I know that now I pronounce this one incorrectly. Chapo, not chapel. Chapo. Chapo is a passenger almost as tall as a jeep on the hide on the high legs. She appears to be focusing her muzzle onto the back window. Okay, one more time before I feel discouraged. I know that I am not patient enough, so let's do it one more time and go to studying coding. Should I do it now because it's very noisy? Let's read this one first. I tends to if it understands me understands me, which means understands me. Okay, yeah, I mean, if I write, then I know that I have to add s at the end. But if I speak, I normally skip it. So what I have to do moving forward is that I have to repeat it to make it, become a kind of a pattern, a habit without myself controlling. For example, I watch American Got Talent recently, a lot, not a lot, sometimes when I feel like. And then the judges, they said I like it, instead of like it, they I like it, love it. Like it's all automatically the lie. I like it. Normally I'm gonna say I like it, right? But because it's happened already, so I supposed to say I like it, like it, like it, that I like it, I love it, like it, like it. Oh, how to pronounce I light ha cheated. I like it. Let me try again. Okay, I used to watch American Got Talent sometimes, and then the judges, whenever they give the feedback about a certain performance, for example, if those are the good one, they will say someone in among them will say I like it, I like it, not I like it, I like it. How to pronounce the light in the past tense, like in the past tense? I thought I pronounced correctly. I liked it. Shit. I thought I pronounced correctly. But no. No. Cloud always catch me wrong. I do. Patterns. Okay. I think seeing myself making mistake while using voice input like this is good because it helps me to focus when I speak to the others. Maybe I just didn't really notice this problem earlier. Whenever, not whatever. Whenever performance ascent. We'll say, we'll say, we'll say. Mumble a word, but the sentence only makes sense on one way. The model quickly fixes for you that genuinely good UX for chat assistant, but this means those two are unreliable as pronunciation feedback. Always true habit. I don't try to think about fancy words. On specific moment or situation, not general rules in your word, explaining what happens in that one recording. I think I better say I wasn't trying to reach for a fancier word. American Got Talent. Americans Got Talent. Yeah, Americans Got Talent. Okay. Now I know how bad I am when speaking English. Gotta focus on like small detail. How to pronounce patterns catches me wrong. Yep. I mean, if I use always, then it's become a pattern and it happened a lot, so I should use catches instead of cut. Cut. Liked. Oh, so cut. 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 Light. I liked it. Light it. Oh, I liked it. So I was wrong. I liked it. I liked it. I mean, when I love something, I loved it. I liked it. Oh yeah, I made it. Haha. Okay, so the problem with myself is that I mismatch. I mean, I thought ed ended ed after K would be pronounced D, but it should be pronounced T. So I should say I liked it instead of I liked it. I don't know where from which of the judges that I pronounced I liked it, but I should be I liked it. I loved it. Okay. I loved it. When and then it's translated into wow. You hide up. Loved it. I watched chó sủa xôn xang khắp phố phường. What code needed? Okay, here's my turn. What watched code not code 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 code. Okay, code in the past tense would be pronounced code. Okay, I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's ended with D as much as I know. And the last word ended with ed, needed. Cái shit này. Calm down. Just need to breathe in and out, because eventually I am the one who messed it up. I am the one who not pronounce, good enough. So why I get angry at myself and angry at AI? AI is just doing its job. I gotta be. Let's do deep breathing stuff, okay? Be nice to yourself and be nice to AI as well. AI was really helpful. AI is really helpful. Would be pronounced is a code needed what? Code this is the case for code. I try to pronounce cool, but just tend to cold. I don't know why. My bad. Cold. I am trying to pronounce. I am quite entrepreneur. What the heck? I am trying to pronounce code. 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 Okay, I'm done with this one. Code. Coal. I pronounce coal, not cold. 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 Okay. Okay, let me try to pronounce cold. Calling. Cold. Not versus cold. You see? Cold and cold. It's different. Lower. Cold. Okay. Lower. Lower. What is loy? Loy. The voice function here has been having problem. I need to fix the extension again.
Cold.
Cold. I don't want to sign up. I just want to test. I am trying to pronounce code like code in the past tense. Will be pronounced code. Let's see how it's code. Like it's pronounced code. I've said cold. What's wrong with my pronunciation?
Cold.
Cold. I am running out of patience, to be honest. Let me try the last time. Cold. Not cold. I said cold. call, call, code. Whenever I add code, I add d after call, it's become code. I feel so disappointed both to myself and to AI as well. So, I don't want to bring this kind of negative irritation, negative feeling and irritation for the rest of evening. I'm gonna just stop here, okay? I'll get back when I feel better. Last time, not last term. I said last time, right? I should keep it real. It becomes. Oh my god, I'm so mad at myself because I speak English too bad. Let's listen to my favorite song today. Code, 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 coding. I'm calling my mom tonight. I am calling my mom tonight. Code, 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 call, coder. Code, shit, shit, shit. It tried, it tried to avoid the swearing words, I believe. Anyway, managing frustrations and good use of tonight energy. One thing we're sitting with code. Okay, I'm gonna challenge my husband to use this AI. Um, I'm still so stubborn. I am so stubborn. So I'm gonna try one last time with God. I am trying to pronounce the word code in past tense. So I know that it should be. I mean, after adding ed at the end, right? So this word should be pronounced like code, not code. Call and d at the end, d at the end. So we call code, but I don't know why I always transcribes into code for me. Code. No, shit. You got me wrong. I mean, I tried to pronounce the word call. I am calling my mom tonight, for example. But now I want to say, I want to put it in a past tense sentence. I called my mom last night.
Called.
Call. Called. Ah, not call. Called. Calling. Called. Called. I think I'm gonna try. The bad thing is that whenever I use this one, right, I cannot check like exactly what it is. I can check it if I stop this one before sending it to AI. So I am trying to pronounce the word called. Oh, the word, not the what. I am trying to pronounce the word called, not code. I know how wrong I was. Called. Calling. I'm calling from the other side. Called. What's wrong with this? What's wrong with you? It could not hear me in sounds. So anyway, I decided to not join my afternoons, my evening. So I leave it here. I don't care this anymore, but I will practice it. And I noticed my problem core is pronounced or, not o. Or, and because in Vietnamese we have o and o. Calling, I'm calling you, I'm calling you. Not most of the time I would pronounce o instead of or. I'm calling you, but is this, if I look at this one, it is o, not o. I'm calling you. Called. Okay, it's better to have this. You bet. I mean, it's better to show me. It's better. This the thing. I no, I understand why I made mistake, because in Vietnamese we have o and o. So whenever I pronounce calling, I would say calling, and I mess up o and o in Vietnamese into this word, but now I think I know how to pronounce the word call and cord. Call. Cord. Not cord. Anyway. Oh, I think now I understand the problem that I have, because in Vietnamese we have o and o. Those are like kind of, I believe they are siblings. and that's my problem, because I messed up call and call, calling, calling, called. Anyway, yeah, that what I have learned for myself today is pretty much enough for today. But one thing I ask you, whenever I struggle with pronunciation, please give me the phonetic of the word like this. And also when I ask for the word meaning or the phrase meaning, I also expect to get the phonetics format like this, because it is exactly how I discover like the problem if I ever if I am having, like in this case, all and all. Hello. Xong rồi. Vợ đang học tiếng Anh. Nhưng mà vợ phát điên với cái này hết á. Pronouncing chồng, vợ muốn nhờ chồng đọc cái từ này. Trong thử pronounce rồi cái từ call á, cuộc gọi á.
Call.
Mà thêm ed thử coi. Dùng ra đây thử được không?
Là đọc là âm T hả?
Là đọc là âm D. Cho sổ xuân sang khắp phố phường thì là T. Chồng đọc thử đi. Chồng nói một câu là I called my mom last night thử coi.
I called my wife last night.
Oh, you pronounced correctly. You pronounced correctly. Chồng đọc đúng luôn đấy. I called. Vậy là vợ đọc sai cả buổi chiều mà vợ phát điên với chính vợ đúng không?
Vậy?
Tại vì vợ đọc call nhưng mà nó là called. Ví dụ như để vợ đọc thử đi ha.
Đó là call, đúng rồi. Call đó.
Nhưng mà vợ cứ đọc thì để vợ chút nha. I called my wife last night. I called my wife last night. Không phải chồng ơi. Nó tự nó có cái last night á.
Giống như bữa trước chồng có một video như này này, nhưng mà nó dịch ra rất là chuẩn nha, nó sai cái mấy từ thôi. Do you want to study PhD in Australia without paying tuition fee and also receive monthly living allowance? Đúng luôn đấy. If so, this video is for you. For those who don't know me, my name is Jerry. I'm currently a last year PhD student in civil engineering at the University of Sydney. And today, I would like to make a video to share with you guys the documents we need to prepare before applying for PhD scholarship in Australia. First, you need to prepare degrees, including your bachelor and master degrees, certificates. Second, your academic transcripts, including your bachelor's and master's transcripts. It should include the information of subjects, grades, and the information of university grading system. Third, your CV. It should be academic CV instead of industry CV, and it should include the information of your contact information, your qualification, research experience, working experience, awards, any related academic achievement
or any publications. Fourth, English evident proficiency. It can be IELTS or PTE. Most of universities in Australia, they require IELTS band score of 6.5 overall and no band score below 6.
6.
For PTE, they require the overall band score of 58 and no band score below 50.
Bữa trước có được 53
And
là
it
chưa đủ.
very depends on universities and majors that you applying for. So make sure you check the information carefully on the official university website before applying for PhD scholarship.